Hey, I thought I'd take a second just talk about the guitar. I know I've mentioned it in a couple of the other live videos, but I've never just talked about the guitar. So this is a 1966 Epiphone Olympics special. I guess the Olympics started around 1960. If you look, it's very similar to a Les Paul bridge, but it's got a single coil pickup, some kind of tremolo system I've really never seen before on a guitar. Hi, Carmen. It's got like a Strat whammy bar thing, but it's almost set up just like a normal Gibson style setup. Just one pickup. This is not a pickup, it's a pick guard. It's all mahogany. Set neck, which is where your strap would go. The neck is, I don't know how to describe it, but it fits that part of your hand really well. Scale length, I think it's just a little bit different than a normal Gibson, but it's nice. It's got dot inlays on top and dot inlays on the fretboard. I'm not sure if they're real pearl or anything. This was like a working man's guitar, so I'm not so sure they would have spent the extra money like that, but who knows. The bridge, or the nut, seems to be totally original. It doesn't show up very well on camera, but it's actually pretty darn brown. I want to say it's some kind of plastic, because it feels like plastic. The tuners are just ginormous when it comes to acoustic tuners. They're just huge. Like the peg itself is quite big. Got the Epiphone watermark, or however they put it in there. I really don't know. The tuners are, I believe, the original vintage tuners. That's open gear, and they do a good job of holding, but they don't do a very good job of tuning. What I mean is it's kind of pain in the butt because the gear ratio isn't very good. So once you get it in tune, you're great. Getting to tune, kind of a pain. So the headstock is kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's like a different kind of shape than what I've ever seen before. I guess this is somewhat kind of like an Epiphone, like a lot of Epiphones have, but it's just weird. It's different. Like I said, it's very thin. Volume and treble. Some kind of tortoiseshell pickguard. It looks all original. Rosewood fingerboard, I forgot to say that. It's just incredible. This one is in immaculate condition, is what I would say. If I do shine it in the light, you'll get the glare, and you will see there are some scratches in it and a couple of imperfections, but it's playable and it's great. And again, when you see these vintage guitars, the action's high as a kite, and it's a pain in the butt to play. This is low. This is butter. This is nice. It has to have like 9-gauge strings on it, which I'm almost afraid to change because they're very old, but they work, and they sound pretty good, and it's perfectly intonated. The bridge itself is kind of a weird design. So this right here is the piece that's actually, it's the only thing that's really bolted to the guitar, to the body. This right here is the part that will move when the whammy does move. So it's just kind of weird, because if you look, this part right here, it's like it flexes on the metal, and that's what gives you the bend. It's got like a Gibson style bridge piece right here, and if you really look, there's grooves where the strings go, and they're really well made. I don't know how else to say it. They're just really well made. It was a very good idea. I usually don't like the kind that are perfectly static, you can't move them at all. I like to be able to tweak it, make sure I can get that intonation perfect, but Whew, this one's perfect. If you look down the guitar, which I can't see, yes I can. I can turn the camera around. Bingo. So if you look down there, there are holes where the strings could feed through. So you could, in theory, not use the tremolo, but just put the string through there, and then wrap it around, have it go up the guitar body. It's very nice, it's vintage, it's collectible, it's worth at least $1,500, and all I have in it is my Les Paul that I had for a few years, and honestly for the past couple years I barely played it. I got it when I was dating this redheaded girl, and her and I broke up. I named it after her, and I played it sometimes, but this just has me playing all day. It reminds me a lot of a guitar I tried at a Guitar Center. It was a used Paul Reed Smith S2. It was like a mahogany finish, but slightly like a slight little sunburn kind of thing going on, if I remember right. That's what the scale length and the neck reminds me of. And I can't remember what those guitars go. I can't remember what those. That's cool. I can't remember what they go for new, but for used, those particular guitars are going for like $700. I remember because I wanted one and I was this close to putting it in layaway. Just didn't. But even kind of reminds me of that because of the way the body is. Real thin, real thin. This is basically Epiphone's version of the Gibson Melody Maker. I mean, it's a vintage, American-made, beautiful guitar. Hi, Kal-El. Are you going to learn to play guitar someday? I heard you play guitar, and drums, and harmonica. Maybe someday. Anywho, this is the guitar. It's awesome. Totally recommend it. If you find one, get one. So nice. I just can't even stress that. It's just so nice. It just feels like butter. I haven't taken any of the screws off to check out what's going on underneath. I haven't checked out the truss rod because I don't need to. Everything's just perfectly straight. For the person just joining, I can't see who you are, but hi Denise. Anyway, I'm just saying, it's really cool. I would absolutely. I wish I found this guitar years ago. It's great. It's just great. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video.